Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yep.
Consumer fireworks, dynamic or dangerous? Consumer fireworks, are they dynamic or dangerous? Some people would say consumer fireworks are dynamic. They bring families together, they help provide economic stability, and are one of America's favorite pastimes. Others would disagree and say consumer fireworks are nothing more than dangerous and should be illegal and left to nothing but the professionals. They have been known to cause medical injuries, damage to personal property, and overall a general nuisance. What is a consumer firework? A consumer firework is a medium to large pyrotechnic device that has to follow a strict set of guidelines from the government. They are designed to be ignited in front and backyards and in homes all around the world. Usually, they're used around the 4th of July holiday in the United States and celebrated throughout many holidays around the world. Consumer fireworks are sold in almost all 50 states in a wide range of different locations, such as roadside tents, buildings, and year-round stores up to the size of Walmarts and local Walgreens. Consumer fireworks also bring families together. The 4th of July is the most family-shopped holiday of the entire year. It's also a very nostalgic time for families. Usually, many parents will share a childhood experience of when they first experienced consumer fireworks with their children, so therefore they can share this tradition so it will be passed on from generation to generation. Consumer fireworks has also been helped to provide economic stability to the towns that they are sold in. According to NFPA.org, over $500 million in retail sales occurred in the year of 2011 through consumer fireworks. Over 95% of that $500 million occurred in a short period of the dates of June 1st through July 10th. The remaining percentage occurred throughout the rest of the year and mostly on New Year's Eve. Fireworks have also been considered one of America's favorite pastimes. According to fireworksland.com, consumer fireworks have been enjoyed by Americans to celebrate the 4th of July holiday since the mid-1800s when it was introduced to us by England, which they learned it from the originators of fireworks and inventors, the Chinese. When most Americans would be asked what you feel or what comes to mind when you ask about consumer fireworks, they respond with, it helps them remember with what price was paid for this country's freedom, while at the same time celebrating our independence and having fun making memories with friends and family. However, there are the naysayers. There are some people who say that consumer fireworks are nothing more than dangerous and should be left to the professionals. After all, no matter how pretty the label is or how colorful in the sky they do serve one purpose. They are meant to explode. According to the Consumer Safety Product Commission, there was an estimated 9,600 injuries related to consumer fireworks in the year 2011 alone. 4 are deaths, but those were not associated with consumer fireworks. Those were related to people making homemade fireworks. Consumer fireworks are tied to millions and millions of dollars every year in property damage ranging from forest fires to personal and property damage. Some people consider consumer fireworks simply a nuisance due to several reasons, one being the amount of noise they produce. People will misuse consumer fireworks to make their own homemade types of fireworks. They also produce a tremendous amount of trash where they're fired, also around on top of roofs, backyards, and other neighbors' yards, which can be severely irritating to somebody who is unexpected. Finally, people continue to fire consumer fireworks late into the night and into the early hours of the morning as long as it's dark outside, with no regard to their neighbor's privacy and or their neighbor's sleep. They also believe that because of all the reasons I've listed above, that fireworks should just be outlawed, downright illegal, and left for the professionals for public displays only. I believe that fireworks are in fact dynamic. They are economically sound and one of this country's favorite pastimes, and much, much more. You see, my favorite childhood memory is when my father would share with me some of his favorite childhood memories of when he was first exposed to consumer fireworks. When misused, however, when misused, consumer fireworks can be dangerous and cause damage. However, instead of stripping away yet another freedom from our government, I believe education is the key to fix this problem. For example, we don't hand the keys to a car to a teenager on their 16th birthday without a proper driving education, do we? Cars are a lot like consumer fireworks. They can also be dangerous. They can cause property damage and, of course, be a general nuisance. By being properly educated in firework safety and following local laws can eliminate almost all of the dangers and accidents that come with the use of consumer fireworks. To quote one of the greatest men in this country's history, Benjamin Franklin, "Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety." In closing, consumer fireworks have always been and should be a part of our country's great history. Our second president, John Adams, knew exactly how this country should celebrate its freedom from tyranny when he said this on the 4th day of July, 1776. "This day will be the most memorable in the history of America. I believe that it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as a great anniversary festival. It ought to be commemorated as the Day of Deliverance by solemn acts of devotion to God Almighty. It ought to be celebrated with pomp and parade, shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and fireworks. From one end of this continent from the other, from this time forward forevermore, consumer fireworks are definitely dynamic." Thank you.